BeReal aims to bring sexy back, at least in an authentic way without filters. In a digital world that's seemingly dominated by Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and other social media giants, it's easy to think that no other social apps actually exist. It wasn't until August 2022 that I discovered a social app called BeReal after someone casually mentioned it on Reddit. It got me curious, since I have often wondered what the next big social app might be about. We already have apps for videos, photos, microblogging, and everything in between. So what could someone possibly come up with? As it turns out, BeReal was born out of a problem created by other social platforms. I hear you loud and clear. It's funny how that works. Here's the problem with social media apps. You probably already know this, but these are the main moral issues with traditional social media platforms. They have conditioned people to only show the best version of themselves, as opposed to their authentic selves. These apps have implemented countless filters to make you look more beautiful, to the point your pictures and videos are often misleading. They make people addicted to vanity metrics and fame, which encourage us to constantly seek validation from others. These platforms have led many people to compare themselves to others. This has resulted in increased depression given how others have a seemingly better life than you. Do you see where I'm going here? One might even say that social media platforms are more toxic than anything. They're great for business and keeping in touch with friends, but there's no denying these platforms have created a huge set of problems over the years. This is where BeReal comes in. This is the app that aims to diminish all of the above. So, what exactly is BeReal? This is a newer photo sharing app that encourages you to snap pictures during your everyday life. BeReal founder, Alexis Barreyat, released the app back in 2020, but it finally exploded in 2022 thanks to word of mouth and ongoing funding from investors. Here's how BeReal works. The app simultaneously notifies everyone to take a picture once per day. This happens at random times when you least expect it. Users have a 2-minute window to snap said picture. The app uses both your front-facing and rear camera at the same time, which shows whatever you're up to in addition to a real-time selfie. There are no filters to modify your appearance, so what you see is what you get. You can always take the picture later that day, not necessarily during this 2-minute window. However, the app marks the photo as late. There is a discoverability function to help you befriend other people. But overall, the app is still very much personal and discourages an influencer-like environment. This whole premise encourages authenticity, as BeReal may suddenly want you to snap a picture while waiting for the bus on a cloudy day. So again, forget about showing off that so-called perfect shot. This also means you won't necessarily be dressed up, your hair might be messy, and you won't be among cool friends drinking at some luxurious venue. And that's exactly the point of being real. Now here's a question: can you use BeReal for business purposes? Its founder really wants to keep things personal, and I fully support his stance. That being said, some of you might wish to use the app as a way to build stronger relationships with followers from other platforms, such as Twitter or Instagram. For example, you might want to share your BeReal username with them. This allows everyone to get more personal with you, which might result in a better relationship through other platforms over time. Then, whatever you do with that relationship is entirely up to you. I personally suggest you use the app as intended, with no expectations or ulterior motives. If the app ever helps you financially, then consider that a bonus. However, there are problems with the app and its very premise. For example, its simplicity is both a blessing and a curse. I think the idea is genius, but it's also pretty simple at this time. I fear that even the biggest BeReal fan may eventually get bored with the app. After all, you can only enjoy seeing someone eat a burger or riding an elevator so many times. At the end of the day, every app needs to constantly bring new features, and BeReal is no different. Perhaps the app could evolve by adding stories over time, similar to Instagram. But this could lead to another potential issue. Adding more features is a slippery slope, as this tends to breed more commercial intent. So before you know it, users may still end up competing for the most eye-catching footage, or investors might start pushing for a more commercial environment. And finally, perhaps the biggest problem is that BeReal leads to FOMO, or fear of missing out. Remember how the app wants you to snap a picture at random unexpected times? Well, the other night it prompted me to take a picture while driving. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to snap a photo at that exact moment. And that's a big problem, especially if you're on a continuous streak and want to snap a picture every single day. I'm not sure how this FOMO issue can be alleviated. Maybe the app should detect when you're driving and prevent you from taking a picture, or maybe not notify you at all. Apps like Uber Eats can successfully detect when you're on the road, so BeReal should look more into this. Can BeReal compete? More specifically, can BeReal succeed considering the realities of human nature? Let's face it, many of us are simply wired to seek fame, money, and validation. BeReal wants you to stay away from all of that, and again, I fully support the idea. So, only time will tell whether the app is here to stay. On the bright side, let's remember that not everyone wants to be popular. Some of us just want to remain low-key and have a little fun in authentic ways. And with billions of people on the planet, I think BeReal could survive thanks to that fact. Ultimately, it's all about making real connections. BeReal is great for building personal relationships with others. If you're listening to this as a fellow creative individual, consider using our list of blogs that accept guest posts to connect with like-minded people. This allows you to connect with bloggers based on many categories and submit a guest post to their website. Using BeReal, in addition to connecting with other bloggers, means that you're networking like a pro. I'll leave a link to our big guest posting list in case you wish to check it out and connect with fellow creatives. Anyway guys, what do you think of BeReal and its overall premise? Be sure to leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.